Let's go. What's up? Alex O Crypto here with an update. Up 141%, a little bit more. It is dumping. What is going on? Hope you're doing well. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. Look at this. Inflation rate, Great Britain, 5 p.m. It's 5. Let's go. We have an 8.7 reading when it was forecasted for 8.5, and it has dumped the markets. Okay, we got some news today. We got the minutes tomorrow. We got a little bit coming up right your way, but right now we got inflation rate. It is simply just dumping the market, right? Look at this. We had the trade set up, given in advance yesterday. We are up a nice chunk of change. Looking at this work its way down. Okay, so we're in this trade. All is good. Trade setup. So join us. This is how we win together. We had these levels. We had it marked out. We said if it comes up here, we'll look for an exhaustion swing failure pattern. And yes, we got the reversal candle. It came up and now it has dumped down. Wow, look at this awesomeness. Now we're going to look for a long, possibly coming down to these levels. But I just wanted to show you this is how we win by having these levels, by practicing good risk management. We were able to take this trade and profit from it. So I hope you're all doing well. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll jump into the TA. We'll look at the long-term outlook. Where can this price go? What is the macro saying? And are we going to go up or down, as lots of YouTubers like to say? But you can see we're going to get some volatility in the next 3 days, right? Fed watch. We're watching here. Look at this. This is going up. We could get a hike at 5.2. This was at 20% yesterday. Now it's at 36%. Looking for a 0.25 basis hike. Kind of worrisome. This recession is still looming, okay? 60%. We have the debt ceiling looming over our heads. True inflation is still coming down. It's come down to 2.98. But if we go over to the UK, it is not looking good. It's at 13%. Holy Macintosh. Okay, we don't have one of those computers, but holy Macintosh. So let's jump into it. Let's look at the price action here. And we can see that we're simply in this very, very short range. We are able to take the short. We are in profits. Woohoo, pay yourself. Awesome. Okay, so how do we figure these levels out? What do we get into? Make sure to add the levels to your chart. If you haven't already and you're busy right now, you know, Alex O Crypto, always here to give you guys the information. Take a screenshot, add these levels to your charts. We add these levels. We look for reactions at the price, whether swing failure patterns, whether bounces. So we'll be watching them very, very closely. Now, our next level of support here is at this 26,000. Can we get a wick down and a possible bounce, or are we going to fall through this volume level and continue to the downside? Well, that's what we're here to look at. So let's look at the long-term outlook, and we were looking at the 2-day being a bit bullish, but let's go through Market Cipher for you guys and help you guys understand that, you know what, right now we're in a very, very indecisive area on the market, okay? What we saw here was the weekly put in this doji candle, which is very, very uncertain, okay? It's very uncertain. We had a push up. Now we've come back down. Now we're doing the exact same thing. And this, to me, looks bearish over the long term. We can see that the weekly is curled over. Money flow is in the red. VWAP is below the zero line. Stochastic is still kind of flat, okay? So there's lots more room here for this to come down, in my humble opinion, okay? Over to the 5-day, same thing. We're coming and we're crossing over on the 4-day, okay? We haven't seen this full money flow come over yet, but we're crossing over on the 4-day. VWAP remains below the zero line, okay? Bearish outlook so far. Same with the 3-day. We've come over. We're coming down. We're looking for this money flow long-term indicator to come and attempt something at the zero line, okay? Very, very bearish. Now we were looking at the 2-day and being like, okay, we're getting a green dot. Green dot. Let's trade the green dot and let's buy, okay? No, not necessarily. This moved up and now we've come back down. So overall, we're looking at this to be coming out. Can we be flagging down here? Are we bear flagging out? That's what we want to look for, right? So we know that we have key support here, and we also have a key resistance somewhere around this 28,000 area too. So if we do pump up, look for a rejection there and a continuation to the downside, okay? These are what we're looking for. We can see stochastic is in the middle here. We have the green dot, but it isn't printed yet, okay? It isn't printed, and we will know in a couple days if it's printed or not. So we're going to be patient, and we're going to wait, right? Patience, patience, patience. Trade the levels, look for reactions at the levels, and we'll talk about how we got into this trade. Now, when we go over to the daily, we were talking about how this is red, green, very indecisive, like we saw on that doji candle. We came up to this key level of resistance. It got rejected. Now we've pushed down. Woohoo! Happy days in profit. Took the trade. Okay, with some courage and some confluence, we were able to take the trade. But you can see that we are oversold down here on the stochastics, and we're slowly looking to creep up here on the daily. Okay. It doesn't mean that we're going to do it right away. We can creep up to the 0 line and then get rejected, and then possibly wherever we get rejected to, look for this to do something where we can look for some sort of bullish momentum. Right now, no such thing apparent to me, okay? So we're bouncing around here on the 0 line with the VWAP as well. So let's keep our eyes out for these things. Now, what's coming up for tomorrow? We are getting pushed down. Look at this beautiful blood diamond. Look at this. We're in profit. We're doing good today. Okay, we're doing good today. We've practiced good risk management, and we're in a profitable trade. Look at it continue its merry way downwards. Okay, not so good for the UK inflation rate right now. Okay, so blood diamond. We know we have key support here. The bulls do not want to lose this, so let's look for a reaction down here. Maybe we can fire off a possible long today. We'll be waiting patiently, okay? Waiting patiently. Let's see the reaction down at these levels. Maybe this won't last. Maybe it will, and it will roll right through. So remember, between this box right here at 26,000 down to 25,200, we have a massive volume gap, okay? Massive volume gap, which just means that if price breaks through here, it's going down to 25.2 in quite a jiffy, okay? In a jiffy. Do you guys use jiffy? In Canada, we use jiffy in a jiffy, okay? I don't think they use it in Australia where we're living right now, but who knows? Who knows? Mrs. Otter, do they use it in a jiffy in the UK? Yeah. Absolutely. No, she does not sound like that. I just butchered the British accent, okay? The Queen's English, as they call it. So we want to be very, very cautious as price works its way down here. Don't forget to pay yourselves if you took the trade with us yesterday, okay? And we'll be watching this for sure. Now, let's flip through, and we can see that very, very small momentum waves, which is exactly what we see here in the charts. Very, very small moves, okay? Nothing big like these moves down. You can see how big these momentum waves are here. Here we have little flutters in the water, okay? This could bring us down a little bit more. So we're watching X continuation to the downside. We know we have key support here, and we know we have key support down below at this wick here, right? So we'll be watching that 100%, okay? 100%. All right, so let's flip through short-term time frames. Can we look for a long here? Now we're going to look here. We've come down. We're going to look for something like this, hidden bull div, right? So if this comes below, we'll look for that, right? And we'll look for this one to come just barely and touch the surface. And we'll look for that hidden bull divs. Can we see that? We want to try and catch this wick if we're going to get a bull div, okay? Let's be patient here, and maybe we'll catch it during the live stream right now, okay? Money flow is curving down. We have the red dot on the 4 hour too, right? But we just got bearish news, and our stochastics just recently turned red, okay? This is very, very bearish looking, and look how steep this VWAP is, okay? Look for this VWAP to flatten out, right, for this move back up. So we're looking for, it's very deep as well. Look how deep it is all the way here at 20. Okay, so very deep compared to most VWAPs we've seen. Look for it to cool off possibly in the next coming hours. Okay, next coming hours. Very, very key levels coming your way, right? Key level of support. We're pushing down. Look, it's going even further. Wow, this is great. Let's go over and check my trade. I'll do it off screen just to protect my privacy. And let's see where we're at right now. Wow, this is pushing downwards. And we're up 150%. That is awesome. That is awesome. We can pull it up right here. Up 153%. Congratulations. Hope you're all doing well. So join us. Subscribe if you haven't already. The levels are given in advance, right? We're live stream. We have mindset videos. We have shorts. We have trading, watching. We have all these things that we're trying to pump out to you guys and get it to you guys. But most of all, we have a free Discord with great people, okay? With great people. That's the difference here. The difference is that we share our trades, right? But we have people helping people, okay? We are people here. Spoken like a man with a plan. Those 10% add up quickly. TRD Farmer, Nick Muskrat. Man, these guys, awesome. You know those guys that you call for moving day? Vic over here. Those guys who show up on moving day. This is the community we're building. DDT, you know what I mean? All these folks in our Discord. It's absolutely free. Link in the description down below. Join us. We would love to have you if you're a good person. I mean, we only want healthy, kind, loving people, okay? If you're not one of those, then don't bother. And that's just out of love, okay? We're here to spread love, spread the word, try to help each other become profitable. I mean, I'm a carpenter by trade. I come home, I have a shower, I jump on the charts, I share this stuff with you, I trade myself, and I'm always here trying to help you guys grow and share what I know and learn from you guys as well, because you can't know everything, right? So very, very happy to grow this community. So join us, please. We'd love to have you, okay? So we're looking for a swing failure pattern here to the downside. We're getting a green dot that could possibly bring us up now and maybe have a little bit of a bounce, okay? We did have quite a swift move here in the recent hour, so let's keep our eye out on that. Now, what do we see here? How did we get into this trade? Now, we got in at 380. We can see we were coming at this beautiful, beautiful area here. So we were in at 380. We put this above the wick here, and we're targeting the very lows of this range, right? And we got in, and we had to be patient here, right? We talk about patience all the time, but we have a video coming out on patience. But we had to be patient for this little, because this is, to me, a bull flag, right? But we know we're at a key level of resistance. We came up, and we're looking to go down. So we jumped into this trade. We practiced good risk management. We paid ourselves early, and we're laughing now, right? But that's only because of our trade setup and how we were able to look at this trade. Now we go over here, and we can simply see that we were coming up. Let's go over this. I think it was on the 7 we caught it. 7 here. We were coming up higher highs, right? And lower lows. That's the one, right? So you can see the div here, right? The bearish div at a key level of resistance with not much volume, right? Volume spiked up, and then it cooled right back down, okay? So we can see volume had fallen off of this major push. It didn't have a second push up in volume, right? So we saw that volume spike, and then look at that. It played out slowly but surely, and then we got to move to the downwards. Yellow X continuation, okay? So that's how we got into the trade, and with some patience, and not just taking profits and waiting, but keeping our stop loss up at the top above the wick and being patient for the full move to come into effect, okay? And by doing that, we have been able to pay ourselves properly, right? Because we got to catch, when we do catch those nice moves, we got to capitalize on those nice moves, and that's what we do over here. So hopefully you caught that trade, but right now we're looking for a swing failure pattern, okay? Swing failure pattern is just that the bears are unable to break through this key level of support, okay? Or vice versa. The bulls are unable to break through a key level of resistance above us like they were for the short entry, okay? So now we have a key level of support here. We're looking for them to have a swing failure pattern, some sort of bull div here on the short-term time frame, okay? So we can see we're making lower low. Nothing as of yet. Let's wait for the confirmation, right? And if we look here, maybe it's a higher high. You could possibly have looked to trade this right now. But right now, with this inflation rate, I look for this as a continuation to bounce off here. I would be looking more so for something much lower where it's trying to grab liquidity. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean, there's people who are still in, I'm sure, longs from down here and down here, right? So they want to definitely send this down here to grab these guys' stop losses, right? So we want to look for that move, not so much the support level. I want to look for the bigger move where it does dump, gets everybody bearish, and then grabs them all, right? And that's the trade I want to look for, okay? So we're going to look for that in the upcoming hours and keep our eyes peeled for that. Now, confluence, okay? We were talking yesterday about the S&P 500 and how it's going to probably come up to this key level here and get rejected. Well, guess what? It did exactly that. It did exactly that. Look at this, almost to the exact dollar rejection, straight down, straight down, straight down. So when this comes down, we're looking for support to be held at 40.47 here. So we'll be watching that. Maybe this, instead of going like this now, so we'll redraw it for tomorrow. So we can look for something like this where it does have a wee bit of a bounce, as they say in Scotland. Lived in Scotland for a bit, so they like to say wee quite often. So we'll look for a wee bit of a bounce, but a continuation nonetheless to the downside. All right. And then over to the Dixie, we are looking for this to come down to key level of support in the middle of this range, which is the 0.5. If we pull this here, we can see 0.5 in the middle of the range, but we did come back down to the 382, bounce back up. Okay, now we're looking to see where we can continue our way up. And you know, as the Dixie is, as we pump up, Bitcoin comes down. As we go down, Bitcoin goes up. Okay, it's an inverse related trading way of building confidence with your beautiful Bitcoin. Okay, so we're watching this as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's look at the levels we have for you guys. Let's make sure that you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful price, the groups, and we'll be watching this for the next while. Okay, we'll be watching this. Look for us to come down to the swing failure pattern, and 2668 is our target for the swing failure pattern with confluence, with volume, and all that stuff. And if we lose this level, 25.2 is our major support. Okay, so make sure to add these levels, right? Add these levels to your charts, my friends, and look for reactions of price at these levels, because there's volume, there's Fibonacci, golden pockets, there's all that good stuff where price can have a reaction. So make sure to add these. Okay, going over to Ethereum. We have this uptrend here. We've dumped down. We had this beautiful 1866 level that was respected, given and advanced as well, right? You could have shorted this from here. We're looking for it to find support along this trend line. You can see it has found support. So look for a reaction over here on this trend line. So that trend line would definitely be at $1,800. Okay, so we're looking at $1,800 for a potential bounce on Ethereum if we do get it. Okay, we're looking for that potential bounce, and we'll put that in the chat right now. And below the swing failure of the last one, right? We want to protect ourselves as much as possible. So we'll look for that in the next coming hours as well. Potential bounce of Ethereum. Now going over to ADA. We were talking about ADA breaking out about this beautiful downtrend. And when we get into it, we can simply see that ADA has done almost identical stuff to the Bitcoin price. We'll go into the 4 hour. We have key levels of support, but we're getting a red blood diamond. And we have this trend line that was respected for this whole move to the downside, right? So now it has flipped it to support, and we're looking for it to hold support, but 35 cents, sorry, not dollars, 35 cents will be our key level of support coming down. You can also see that we do have key levels here, but I would look for much more of a reaction at this 35 cent where we can find a full circle up and maybe a pop up from there. So we're looking for 35 cents to be our holds bar level, but there are some key levels below at 33 cents and 31 cents is our lowest target for ADA. Okay, so watch those for sure. Now we had this setup as well on the XRP. With this downtrend on the XRP, we are at the top of the channel. We were saying yesterday, we're looking for this to continue down this channel, and a short would have been nice. We've set up this short all the way back here on the 17th of May. It came up. We would have made the first profit, which was about 5%. Right now, if you re-entered, you would have been up another 3%. And I mean, the total trade of this all the way down to the bottom is another 17%. So looking for XRP to roll over here in the next coming hours to continue its way downwards. Okay, so I hope this helps you guys out. I hope this gets to you well. We'll watch Bitcoin, but watch that economic calendar. Okay, make sure to stay informed. Always, always, always practice good risk management, healthy mindset, and have some courage and take some beautiful trades alongside with us. Join us in the Discord. Make sure to like and subscribe this video, and comment Otter if you made it this far, okay? Comment Otter. Throw some Otters in the chat. The Otter gang, we love you. We respect you. We're here for you. Always Otters pointing down, so hopefully we can see some more downside so we make some more gains, my friends. So stay blessed. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.